My name is Keaton. I am 19. I am trans. I'm queer, and I am a survivor of sexual abuse and assault. Forgive me, my voice is really gone, for reasons that will become clear in a minute. A lot has been going on in the world. A lot has been happening and changing in politics, in the world itself, in communities that I belong to. Everything feels like it's happening so fast, and like you can't hold on to it and slow down for a minute and make sense of it. I've been told by people in my life that my story, though it is a long one, can be of use to people because it is one of triumph, because I'm still here. For some clarification, I went to two separate high schools here in my hometown, one of which, while I went there, I was in an awfully horrible abusive relationship for most of the year, and that was in 9th grade. But this is about what happened more recently, over the summer. A boy that I am not going to name just because I have no proof of this, and it wouldn't be fair to call him out over the internet because he knows what he did and I know what he did, and we'll just have to live with that respectively. He gave me a ride home, and then proceeded to sexually assault me. Last night, a dear friend of mine who lives on the other side of the state, so I don't see very often, and they made a surprise trip down here to where I live, and it just so worked out that another friend of ours happened to be in a show called Rocky Horror as Magenta. So it just worked out that we all got to go see them play, Magenta, and also be a part of Rocky and like interact, and and this friend that came down from Seattle actually like had never seen Rocky, so like they lost their Rocky virginity. It was really great. In line, I noticed all these other people that I went to high school with, at the other school that I went to, and so in my head I was like, I wonder if this person will be here or this person. And while I was having a conversation with a friend of mine, the person who was Magenta, I saw that boy, and I started to shake and cry, and it was kind of a mess. I stayed to get in and get seated and have like really good seats up front, actually. Great time, and I had a lot of fun, and the purpose of my telling this story is that I wanted to go home. I wanted to hide. I wanted to pretend like, I hadn't left the house that day. I wanted to just not. But I made a choice that I'm so tired of shutting down. I'm so tired of everything that I've lived through affecting my day-to-day life. I'm just so tired of it all. And I just wanted one night with my friends who I hadn't seen in a really long time, and I wanted to be happy, and I wanted to enjoy myself, and I did. And I ended up having a great night and doing other stuff, and after we left the show, and the point of this is that, like, that person, was the second person in my life to take advantage of me and to abuse me in a way that was really damaging to me, and I still had a great time. And I'm not saying that everyone can do that, because I know that a couple years ago I wouldn't have been able to do that, but my point is that you will someday get to a point where you can do those things. But I am someone who fights constantly to be seen as themselves, and I'm someone who has had a lot of awful experiences in my life, and I went out and I enjoyed myself, and I hung out with my friends, and I had so much fun. So much fun. And, maybe someday I will share the rest of my story because it is a long one. But just know that, you can get to a place where it doesn't suck anymore. And even if it does suck for a little bit, you are surrounded by people that love you and care about you and believe you.